Yeah.
Greetings greetings of the day to everyone. A wonderful morning to one and all who is watching this. Today, there is a very special interaction that will be held with one of the prominent cricketer of his region, Baroda itself, and who is indeed proud lady. We can strongly say this, right? Because the person to whom I am going to introduce, she is not common. She is not from common background. She has presented Gujarat West and Interjoint. So let me talk about our guest speaker, Rajkumar Deviji Gayakwad. I will talk about her. Let me give her introduction first. Rajkumar ma'am represented Baroda and Gujarat at West and Interzone as well as national and international level. Then she led Gujarat women cricket team for 7 long years as a captain. So hopefully we will be interacting about the captaincy, the things to be learned from captain, and what are the skills to be needed to become a captain. Then she also represented Gujarat at 3 India level camps. Presently, she is active and sharing her expertise as a chairperson of the selection committee for women's cricket team at Baroda Cricket Association. So this was an introduction of Rajkumar Deviji Gayakwad, who is going to interact with us today, and we will also have some fruitful knowledge about cricket and our Parul University students' future career, who are in the team of cricket of Parul University. So over to you, ma'am. Would you please like to say something before we start?
Thank you so much, Bhavesh Bhai, for the lovely introduction. It's a great honor and a proud moment for me to join on this webinar session with the students of Parul University. When Saraswati Rajput ma'am had contacted me a few days ago that she's a world recorder in athletics, as you all are knowing, she's a well-known sports person. She approached me that Parul University management is looking for some women cricketer to come and have a talk on their webinar session. So I immediately told her, yes, I would love to do that because any time for women's cricket, I'm ready and I would love to have a talk and conversation with the Parul University students. So I'm very thankful to Ankit Pandya Sirji, to Saraswati Rajput ma'am, and to all the staff and management of Parul University for giving me this great opportunity to be a part of this webinar session today. Thank you so much for that.
It's our own pleasure, ma'am, as you are going to interact with us and our students. Because for the last 6 months, all the youngsters they didn't get the chance to execute their cricketing skills, right? Because of this lockdown and COVID-19 pandemic. So it's a great honor for me as a cricket player to interact with you. So without wasting time, let us start. I will ask you, madam, a few questions that we have prepared. And apart from the list of the questions, whatever comes to my mind from your answers, we'll ask you and we'll love to know from you according to your experience. Fine.
Okay.
So my first question is, ma'am, what inspired you to become a cricket player?
Yeah, very good question. And I would love to share this, my journey with women's cricket of my career so far. Well, I used to play cricket with my brother and his friends and my cousins in the house when I was a kid. I had a huge veranda in my house, and my brother, his friends, and my cousin used to take a run up and bowl. So that huge veranda we had, and I used to play almost every weekends or the holidays in the school. I used to enjoy playing it with them. My brother, who was minutely observing me, he one day realized that if I'll get an good guidance and opportunity of a good coach at the right time, I can play cricket at a very higher level. He had that hope, he had that confidence, and so one day he took me to the polo ground where Youth Service Center Club has been running. He took me there, he introduced me with the sir that she's my sister, and she's very keen. Her body language is, I'm very impressed with her body language. I want to develop getting skills over here. That time, the Youth Service Center Club sir said that, oh, we don't have women's cricket here. My brother said, no problem. Sir said, the Youth Service Club Center sir said that if she don't mind playing with the boys, we have no issues if she is comfortable to play with the boys. So the more you play cricket in the boys, the more your game will be technically sound. And very next day, I joined the Youth Service Center Club and started practicing with the boys. That fear of the season ball just went out of because playing with the boys every day on Youth Service Center ground just vanished that fear of the season ball from my mind. It was a regular routine for me to play cricket from 4 to 6 every day on polo ground. That too with the boys. Slowly, gradually, I developed the interest in cricket. And then I made an aim and goal that I want to play for my city. I want to represent for Baroda. At the age of 6th standard, when I was in 6th standard, I started my cricket. When I came to 10th standard, I was first time selected for Baroda district tournament, Baroda district team for the inter-district tournament. That time I had my board exams also. We were in, the tournament was in Rajkot, and I traveled to Rajkot with my Baroda district. After 3 days, like seeing the cricket, seeing the women's and playing the cricket from Saurashtra, from Baroda, from Kheda district, I thought there are lots of girls playing cricket, and if if I accept this in the spirit, then I will also be able to achieve the heights in women's cricket. And that thing inspired me. My brother, the support of my brother and mom was a thorough and a strong support to me to go ahead and play the cricket and shine the name of the family. My dad was a major in army, and he used to play from Prince team 11 team of in Baroda with Maharaja Pratap Singh Rao Gaikwad. My real brother Satyajit Singh Gaikwad also played cricket at a very high level. So as well, my cousin Anshuman Gaikwad, as you all know about him. So it's like in cricket in the blood of Gaikwads, and my brother Satyajit Singh Gaikwad, my real brother, and my mom insisted me and supported me thoroughly to play cricket and to achieve the goal to play which I had, that I want to play for my Baroda, I want to play for Gujarat state, I want to play for my country. They supported my brother and my mom and my parents, my family, they supported me a lot. And that's, inspired me to play cricket, women's cricket, and it helped me to develop more and more interest in that.
Wonderful. Great to know that your entire family belongs to this gentleman's game, and that is cricket. So that means, I think, ma'am, you have got inheritance. Cricket is inherited to you. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. As you mentioned that your father was also playing cricket. That's because when your father helps you to execute your skills, nobody can stop you.
Actually, my father was major in army, as I told you, and he was playing with Maharaja Pratap Singh Rao Gaikwad from Prince 11 here in Baroda. But I lost him at my age of 1.5 years when I lost my father. So it was my mom and my brother who thoroughly supported me and inspired me in the cricket. And that blood it was in our blood, like my brother, my father, we used to play cricket. So, as I said, my cousin Anshuman Gaikwad, Dattaji Rao Gaikwad, my uncle, they were all into the cricket. And so, it was like it was like from our family, from Gaikwad family, I'm the only lady who took an interest to play cricket at this level. So it was like a natural, interest to come forward and to play.
Great, great. May I know, ma'am, that at what age you started playing cricket?
Well, it must be like started at when I was an age of 6, 7 years old.
Okay. So initially you were playing in your home itself, and slowly and gradually you moved up to the
I
ground.
joined the
Is it
club,
like this?
yeah, youth service center club.
So this is
Thereafter,
what I
then,
wanted to, that at
yeah,
what age you joined any proper club to get yourself trained.
yeah, I was hardly 10 or 11 years old when I joined the club. Till then, I was playing with my brother, as I said, at home. We used to play whenever we used to have a vacations or weekends. We used to all when holidays used to be there. We used to play at home. But at the age of 10, 11, I joined the youth service center club, and then I set up a goal that I want to play for my Baroda city and my state team. So thereafter, I got an opportunity to come into the Baroda team, and the first time that I played inter-district tournament was in Rajkot, but there were some 4 matches. When I went to Rajkot to play to represent Baroda at the inter-district level, that time first match I did not get a chance to play in 11. Second match I did not get a chance to play in 11. Third match I did not get chance to play in 11. And like sitting outside in the reserve player, I used to every day think that when will I get a chance to play in 11? And I want to do something for my Baroda team. I want to rock. I want to, and if I get a chance, I will put my all the best in the for the team, for my Baroda team, and will do my best, give my best performance. You won't believe it was a fourth and last match. Prior to that evening, I mean that match in the evening, my coach came to me and he told me, "Mr. Gaikwad, get ready. Tomorrow you are playing in 11." I was so excited with the joy. I was thrilled. Hey, come on, tomorrow is the last match and I'm going to playing 11. So I was like, this is a golden opportunity. I should prove my mom, my brother, who have thoroughly supported me in cricket. I should give them and I should perform well in tomorrow's match and do my best. And in the last match, I got 3 wickets. I scored 54 runs not out. And from there, my cricket career started. I never looked back again. And since then, from all the matches, all the tournaments that I represented, Baroda, Gujarat State, Zone, all the matches I have played in playing 11 because I was consistently giving the performance as an all-rounder. I used to bowl as a medium pace with a new ball for my team, for Gujarat team also, as well as I was a 2-down batsman.
Great.
I was enjoying the game, it was like from my heart that I want to play for my country. I had set up that goal that after Baroda, I want to play for Gujarat State. After Gujarat State, I want to go for zonals. After zonals, I would like to play for my country. So from childhood itself, when I started developing my interest in cricket, when playing with my boys, as my brother told me, my real brother Satyajit Singh Gaikwad, when he told me that the more you play with the boys, the more your game will be technically sound. So playing with boys helped me a lot, and achieving the small target, the small goal that want to play for Baroda, then Gujarat, then zonals, then for India. Slowly, gradually, by the grace of my mom and my brothers and my family support, by God's grace, I fulfilled all the goals so far.
Great. So 3 wickets and 54 runs not out.
That was my first official match from Baroda team. Yes.
Yeah. These are the figures that turned your entire life,
Exactly.
and that gave you a different image as an emerging woman cricketer. Right?
Yeah, because that day I was not getting a chance to play for I didn't get a chance to play for first 3 matches in playing 11. So I was waiting for me to get an opportunity that I can show that I can do better, and I will prove with giving my best performance. And that's what that goodness, that Josh was in me, and I did that by blessings of God.
Great. So wonderful figures, ma'am. If I would be at that time, I would also be happy to, as a spectator, to watch you. My next question.
Pardon, just one thing. Pardon for the interruption. Rajkumar ma'am, just one request I have. If you can set up the camera properly so that our viewers can see your face properly, because it is not. You can just keep it upward a bit so that you are visible properly.
Okay.
It's
Now?
not. No, ma'am. Your face is not properly seen. No, perfect.
Okay.
This is better. Thanks a lot. थोड़ा नीचे रखना, ma'am, because it is still having this issue.
Okay.
Keep it a bit down. आपका face ऊपर से कट हो रहा है अब.
Okay. This way. Is it okay?
No, ma'am. It is not visible.
Now?
Keep it a bit down, because now you are totally not visible.
Let me put it here. Wait, one second.
Yeah. Technology nowadays, we are having some glitches, so
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yes, now it is perfect. Thanks a lot, ma'am, and pardon for the interruption.
Thank you, Ankit sir. Moving towards the next question, while pursuing this career, how have your life changed after being a cricket player?
Well, life has not that changed. Yes, I was very thrilled when I got a chance to play for my country. And yes, I always have that more and more, like what in my entire journey of cricket, what I have achieved, it, what I have like putting my hard work with full of dedication and focus, what I have achieved it. That has, like I feel that more and more I should, more and more girls should get inspired and motivated to accept this game, and they should come forward to play. That's what all the time when I have achieved this, as I have always thought of this, that I should do something for the Baroda women's cricket. When I have achieved this, I feel that more and more girls should also take their keen interest to accept this game.
Fine. What was the most touchable moment in your life as a cricketer, and why that particular moment is so touchable? Is there any incident?
Yes. I was playing for the Gujarat state team, as I was a skipper of the state team, and there we were playing a match against Madhya Pradesh team, and like it was 50 overs match, and Baroda had scored 240 runs against MP for the loss of 4 wickets, and MP had 3 India players that time. And they also put a huge score, and they were 2 down for 240 runs. He had scored 244, and they had scored some 240 runs. There were just 1 over left, 4 runs, and the match was it was a very tough, close match. And I got one of our right-arm leg spinner from Baroda to bowl, and as a skipper, I went to her, I talked to her that this is the last over, just 4 runs remaining, and you have to bowl this over very tightly. Make sure that you don't give any runs. I told all the fielders to be on the toes. 4 runs were very, very crucial for us. Very crucial for us. And that girl, as per my instruction, that player, the right-arm leg spinner, as per my instruction, she bowled mind-blowing over. It was the last over, but she just gave in 6 balls, she gave just 2 runs. And the match was, and the Baroda won the match. That was,
wow.
Yes. And, it was a remembering match that I had in my life, that because it was a prestige issue that Gujarat had never won the match against such a good teams which had India players. But that time we won that match, and it was Gujarat's the women's cricket state team had achieved one good achievements. They winning the match against MP team was a great achievement for Gujarat.
Wonderful, ma'am. Credit to the bowler you chose.
Yes.
But behind the wickets, I think that the decision to choose leg spinner in the last final over to ball, doesn't it sound risky somewhere?
It did, but I was, see, the MP players were not comfortable to play to that leg
Fine.
spinner. So I had kept her one or 2 overs her in the spare, and I was very confident on that bowler that she would definitely would capture the wicket. She would, or if she won't capture the wicket, but she would bowl tightly. That I was very confident on my bowler as a captain. So I had given a last over, and that last over only the anti batsman couldn't take couldn't take that 4 runs in that over. You know, she didn't give an opportunity for them to score 4 runs, just 2 runs, and Baroda Gujarat team won the match. So I was very
That's
confident of the bowler.
That sounds great, ma'am. Your this situation of this particular match against MP has recalled me, has brought my mind back to 2007 when ICC World T20 and Dhoni gave a ball to Joginder Sharma. Every
Yeah.
Indian cricket lovers were surprised for that incident. What has done by Dhoni? What has done by Dhoni? Everybody was just, everyone shocked. And the way Joginder Sharma created wonder
Yes.
and he got Misbah-ul Haq out and India became the champions. Wonderful, ma'am. Moving towards the next question, and that is, who is your favorite sports person? Why he or she is, and especially I'm talking about cricket field.
Hmm. I'm
Who is
sorry, I
your,
didn't get your question.
who is your favorite sports person? I'm
Uh-huh.
talking about sports, from all sports, not only cricket. And
Hmm.
later on, who is your favorite cricketer?
Okay, the most favorite person in the sports, I would definitely take as a women cricketer, because
Okay.
from childhood only I was into the cricket. So yes, I was a great fan of Shanta Rangaswamy, Diana Adanji, and Shubhangini Kulkarni. All three of them, they were my most favorites, and all three of them were had their own talents. Like Shanta Rangaswamy was a very hard hitter, and I got inspired from her for batting hard. Diana Adalji was a very, very intelligent and smart captain. So playing under her captainship for West Zone was a great pride for me, and I really enjoyed her captainship. So I was very fond of Diana Adalji, and she was an left-arm spinner who has done a world record of capturing highest wickets. So I was a great fan of her. And again, Shubhangini Kulkarni, she was a right-arm leg spinner. I was very fond of. She has also done lots of records, and I was very fond from my childhood for this legends of women's cricket. Now, let's be coming to the right currently. Yes, I'm a great fan of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Very cool, very smart, very intelligent captain, and his equations, his calculations is mind blowing. I mean, I'm a great fan of his captaincy as well as of his game itself. And India, we all Indians are very lucky and fortunate to have him as an Indian team captain. But at the same time, was very sad and taken aback when he declared his retirement. But yes, a day has to come in every cricketer's life that they have to take in retirement. So yes, I salute to Dhoni for his contribution, for his wonderful contribution to the country. Until today, he has retired, but I will be his great fan till ever.
Wow, wonderful. So I think our thoughts are very similar as far as cricket is concerned. Even though you are too far away from me and I am a common cricket player and a mentor to my area. Fine. Great, ma'am. Great to know about Dhoni is your favorite because he is somebody who gave 3 ICC titles to Indian cricket team, right? And especially 2011 World Cup, every Indian was dreaming for that particular moment, and Dhoni, particularly, he has fulfilled that dream of crores of Indians. Moving towards the next question, ma'am, what advice would you like to give?
I would just like to share the moment that I had gone, the Baroda team, we had gone to play BCCI T20 matches at Ranchi. And I was with the Baroda team as a selector. And on the Ranchi Stadium, I saw Mahendra Singh Dhoni doing his net practice. I met Mahendra Singh Dhoni that time, first time in Ranchi, and had a long conversation with him on the cricket. The way he was practicing, he batted in the nets for almost continuous for 2 hours. He was practicing. He was batting in the nets continuous for 2 hours. He batted. After that, he did his 1 hour wicket keeping practice, and then he came to the stadium and did his workout in the gym for 1.5 hours. And our whole Baroda team was waiting for Dhoni to come down from the gym, and they all wanted to meet him. And I was so fortunate, I was so lucky to meet him and had a small, short conversation with him in regards to cricket. And yes, that one figure added in me of becoming a great fan of Dhoni's.
Great, ma'am. Great. The next question is, what advice would you like to give to the young and inspiring sportsmen, especially of our university students who are the part of our university playing 11 and other 4 players who generally plays several tournaments in youth festival and want to move ahead in this career? What is your advice to our university cricket team and coach and players?
Well, my message to all of them is that when you have accepted any sport, not only cricket, any sport, you play with thorough interest. It should come from the heart. You should have an interest from the heart, the passion for the game, and you need to work hard on it. Keep full confidence in yourself, believe in yourself, achieve small goals, try to fulfill that goal, try to focus on that goal, work hard on it, try to achieve that goal, and just move ahead. If you have that self-confidence in yourself, if you strongly believe in yourself, if you have the passion for that particular sport, if you have that dedication toward that sport, if you are focused thoroughly on that sport, I don't think anybody would try to defeat you. No way, no chance. But that dedication, that self-confidence, that strong belief in yourself is very, very must. So I would say that do not underestimate yourself. Enjoy the game, enjoy the sports, whichever you are interested in. Give your hard efforts, give your best. Set up your small goals to achieve that target, and one day you'll be really successful.
So the burning desire of execute your skills to prove yourself is the message from ma'am. Next question is, ma'am, I assume that you may be around 45 to 50 years of age. I must not ask you this, but may I know the secret behind your fitness, ma'am?
See, after I got retirement from cricket, actually I had that passion to play for my country, which I got in 1994. I played at Motera Stadium against Australia team. Then I had a passion to play on the international wicket, which I got an opportunity again to play at Australia. And that was my dream, that I want to play on international wicket. I got my goal, my dream fulfilled. And thereafter, I decided to take a retirement from cricket because I wanted the young generation, the young players to come up. So I took a retirement in 1996 from first class cricket. After that, after giving up the cricket, I made up my mind that morning walk exercises is very, very must to keep yourself fit. Till after that, after 1996 till today, I've been regularly taking my walks to work. I do my workouts every day very regularly with all the exercises that I used to do during my playing days. The same exercises, I'm still doing it. And I always tell to all these current players also and to everyone who are into the sports, that fitness is a key factor to the success of your game. The more you keep yourself fit, the more you'll achieve your goal. You have to get success in the sport. The first thing is that you have to be very, very keen on your fitness. And yeah, I'm still following that because even if I'm not playing cricket, to keep myself fit is a good thing for me as well as for everyone.
Fine. May I know some qualities of good sports persons in your views, ma'am?
In
Good sports person, somebody who is good at sport person. What are the qualities that you see? What are the qualities that must be there in a sports person according to you? We just want your views.
Now, see, I will give you the recent example of just 3-4 years back. You must have heard the name of Radha Yadav.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Now, this little tiny girl at age of 16, she shifted from Mumbai to Baroda. And she wanted to represent the Baroda team. She had come on the ground here in Baroda at LMB ground where I was there, and she met me. Ma'am, I have shifted from Mumbai to Baroda and I would like to represent Baroda cricket from Baroda team. I took her to the nets. I said, I will have to watch you. You'll have to prove that how good you are in the cricket, and accordingly we will think over it to whether to give you a chance in Baroda team to represent. You won't believe, in the nets I saw Radha Yadav, and I was highly impressed with her body language, with her fitness, with her hunger to show something in cricket that she would get select for Baroda team to represent. I saw her in nets for the first time, and immediately it struck in my mind that this girl will definitely play cricket at a very, very higher level. That time, Radha was just 16-year-old. After that, I had a word with the management of Baroda Cricket Association and got Radha Yadav registered as an official player to play for Baroda Women's Cricket. She comes from a very, very low, poor family from Mumbai. Now, after having a word with BCA management to get her registered to play as a local player for Baroda, Baroda Cricket Association supported, and we got Radha Yadav registered to play for Baroda from Baroda Women's Cricket team. At the age of 18, I gave in responsibility on Radha's shoulder to lead Baroda under 19, Baroda 23. She was like I should say she was like a born cricketer, but she had that the strong thing, that strong acceptance that she had to play for cricket for Baroda, and then slowly, gradually, you had to play for the country. So I gave her responsibility to lead Baroda under 19 and under 23 that year when she was 17 years old. Yes, and I had just told Radha and all the other under 19 team girls of Baroda that during our playing days, we never used to defeat Mumbai and Maharashtra team. Never, because Maharashtra and Mumbai were very strong teams. They're all players. We never in our playing days, we couldn't defeat Mumbai, Maharashtra. So that Radha being the captain of the Baroda team, I told Radha as well as all the team players that what we did not do in our playing days, I want you to visit Maharashtra and Mumbai. You can. And like what you have to go for that. Radha, the team players, they all joined hands together and said, yes, what I say is absolutely right. We should defeat Bombay, Maharashtra this time, no matter what. And under Radha Yadav's captainship, Baroda under 19 team were consecutive 3 years West Zone champions. Under Radha Yadav's captainship of under 23, we got qualified in one day as well as in T20 format of BCCI. And today, Radha Yadav, as you know, She's playing. She's a current player of Indian team.
Yeah.
I've seen her struggling. I mean, from a very young age, that that she didn't had proper cricket equipments with her. She didn't have a proper cricket clothes with her. So like supporting such kind of players gave me a great pleasure. And today, when she's playing for the country, I'm immensely happy and satisfied that at least she got an opportunity to play for the country and has fulfilled. But our parents had struggled a lot. So same way today, Yastika Bhatia, name player, she is also 20 years old. Taranum Pathan, she's the senior Baroda women's cricket captain currently. These Yastika Bhatia and Taranum Pathan again have been representing Baroda at India A level. Again, Taranum Pathan's father was a rickshaw driver. She also comes from a very lower background. But to support them, her body, she's a fighter, she's kind of fighter. She also have that hunger to play for the country, That hunger is there to come from inside, which makes things very easy for you to achieve the target. Now, to support and to help such kind of players is our duty, is our responsibility, that we have to encourage, to push, to motivate such players. And that's what I am doing it as a selector of BCA women's cricket team. My ultimate goal is for Baroda girls, maximum Baroda girls should get an opportunity to play the cricket at a higher level.
Great. Radha Yadav, she must be giving credit to you even today, because you were somebody who found her hidden talents and encouraged and boosted her confidence and allowed her to execute by convincing Baroda Cricket Association management. It is not an easy job. May God bless you. On behalf of Parul University, our blessings are with you to bring out one of the masterpiece player for the Indian national cricket team. Thank you for this, ma'am. The next question is, what is your perspective for Indian Premier League that is going to be commenced from 19th of September? What do you say about IPL? What is your perspective?
Well, IPL, this time the IPL matches would be without spectators to play on the ground, with the players might feel a bit difficult, because that support, that encouragement that they get from the spectators, they will be lacking this time. And yes, but the matches will, I wish that matches will play in a true spirit, and you all would enjoy watching the matches. And let's see that which team does the best out of it. But this time, yes, I'm very happy that Board of Control for Cricket in India, BCCI, is also going to arrange the IPL Women's Cricket Tournament in UAE in month of November. And I'm very positively looking forward for that. And I'm expecting our Baroda key players like this, Radha Yadav, Taranum Pathan and Yastika Bhatia. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that these three young talents would get an opportunity. Radha is already a member of Indian team, but I'm expecting Taranum Pathan and Yastika Bhatia to get a chance in IPL Women's Cricket Tournament this year. And IPL tournament, it's a good exposure for young cricketers to show their talent, to show their ability there. And it's good that BCCI has taken that decision to make the IPL play in UAE this time. Doesn't matter, they will be lacking for the spectators, but at least the matches are on and the youngsters would get an opportunity to show their talent. That's important.
Yeah, I strongly agree that without spectators, you cannot really feel the charm of playing cricket, But let me talk about CPL, which has just recently finished, if you have seen. The day before yesterday, Trinbago Knight Riders, they crowned as the champions in Caribbean Premier League. Darian Pollard was there, Darren Bravo, Dwight Bravo. Then the match was against Darren Sammy and his team. The entire tournament was played without any single spectators. But the Caribbean Premier League, the management of CPL, they have capped some small statues in the ground, all around
Okay.
the ground. So it was getting help to get motivated to the players who are playing
I think the spectators are there, yes.
yeah. So I hope that Saurav Dada, as who is leading BCCI presently, will have some idea like this that will help to boost the confidence
That's true.
to the players who are going to play. Thank you for this wonderful answer, ma'am.
Thank
The
you.
next question is, in this era, what do you think about promoting women's cricket? Actually, we have discussed a lot about women's cricket, but what is your personal thinking about promoting women cricket in India?
Yeah, I would suggest that the women's cricket should start in all the districts. And just 2 days back, I had a meeting with the district people in Baroda Cricket Association office, and I had that to promote women's cricket in all the districts. We should have some exhibition matches over there, by which the district girls would get inspired, motivated, and to come forward and play this game. For that reason, I'm going to have, I haven't plans to do summer coaching camps or winter coaching camps in the district, as well as I'm going to have the Baroda women cricket team to play few exhibition matches in each district. Unfortunately, yes, due to this pandemic situation, the schools or colleges are not open; they're closed. But I feel that some news report should be there in all the newspaper, the local channels. They should declare women's cricket or team of Baroda are going to play the exhibition match, and the district people, girls, boys are requested to come and watch that match. That can be with the press release in the newspaper or on the local channel, so that everybody can come and watch the Baroda girls take the match upon them, and so that will help the other district girls to come forward and play this game, and I'm looking forward that to have more girls to come out, because frankly speaking, there are a lot of girls and boys in these days. They have a hidden talent in themselves, but they're not getting a proper platform or proper opportunity to show hidden talent. So I request all the parents, the family, not to stop their daughters to play cricket. If they are thoroughly interested from inside that they want to play cricket, I think the parents, the family should support the girls and should encourage them, to motivate them to come forward and play this game, So, looking forward to develop, to promote the women's cricket in all the districts. As I tell you, last season, I had gone to Navsari, and we had 35 girls there. We had kept an open selection there. Then I had been as a selector in Navsari. I got 35 girls from Valsad, Billimora, Navsari, Diu, Daman, Surat, and they had come there. And believe me, these district girls, they're very rough and tough. Their build-up is rough and tough. Only thing is, we need to push them. We need to give them a proper guidance and coaching there. I got one girl there from Navsari. Out of 35, there was one girl which was a ready-made package. And I talked to her coach. Who is she? And you give her coaching every day? He said, yes, ma'am. I said, I'm very impressed with the way she bats. She bats with a straight bat, her body language. She is going to be a future in women's cricket. She has a very bright future in women's cricket. And I want her to get a proper guidance, fitness. So I told her coach to work on her more thoroughly. I took that girl to Mumbai to play the practice matches from Baroda team against Mumbai team. Also, we had an under-19 practice matches in Baroda against MP and Gujarat. I made her play against both the state teams. I got her registered last year in Baroda Cricket Association. And as per the norms of Baroda Cricket Association, when the person is registered this year, that person will automatically, from next year, can be a local player for Baroda. So, I've already registered that girl last year, and now from this season, she will be officially be representing the Baroda team.
Great.
Going physically in the each district and watching and observing the district girls in the nets makes a big difference. So that's what I did last year. I went to Navsari, saw 35 girls, and there are still 10 to 12 girls from that 35 bunch whom, if given a proper guidance, coaching, if they get a good support from their family, from their parents, I swear these girls in a year or two, they have a bright future in women's cricket.
Wonderful, madam. The way you are giving examples, I am just cannot controlling my emotions to catch you soon and to meet you. Hopefully, we will be having a great meeting and great interaction face to face personally. One genuine question to you, ma'am. As a cricket player, from a cricket player, you have now shifted your career in selection committee. So you are most probably presently you are doing an administrative work, right? So
Yeah.
what is the difference between cricket player's journey and as a selection committee's member?
Well, as a player, those time when I was playing as a player, I think I told you that it was from inside. And I had set up small goals that I want to play, which I achieved. But as a player, you are thoroughly into that game. You are thoroughly focused to give your best performance for your team. Now, as a selector, today, I always, and see, when we were playing, we never got such facilities that what today players are getting, because that time BCCI, the women's cricket was under the head of Gujarat Women's Cricket Association. It had not got merged to BCCI. Women's cricket got merged into BCCI in 2007, and after that, these current players are getting in wonderful facilities from BCCI as good as like men's, which we were missing, we were lacking. But as a player, that time we had nothing in the mind that we want such facilities, or we were not playing for the money. We were just playing for the sake of our interest. So we were thoroughly into the game. That time, our team used to be placed in one dormitory, where the whole team used to stay. Nowadays, the girls are put up in hotels, where two girls in each room. But those days, in our days, when we used to stay as a team in one dormitory, the team bonding, the team gel was fantastic. Now the team is staying like two girls in each room, So our days, that team bonding, team gel was very, very different compared to this. Yeah, but as a selector today, I would say that I would always emphasize on the fitness of the girl, on their body language, the base of their performance, and accordingly we picked up the girls. And if we find, I myself as a selector, when I see the girls, that few girls are such that if they are given a proper guidance, or if they are groomed properly, then those kind of girls will get an opportunity to come in the team in a year or two. Such girls, we tell the coaches, the trainers to work hard on those girls, so that in coming years they will get an opportunity to play from Baroda.
Great. It was really a fruitful and wonderful interaction with you, madam.
Thank you.
One last question.
Yes, please.
Any message for Parul University students and the cricketing lovers all around the globe?
I would say that I think Ankit sir had told me a few days back that PCA people had come to see the Parul University ground, and they are looking forward to do MOU. And he told me that day that, ma'am, in case if you need your help to develop the cricket, please do. I said, cricket is my passion. I love cricket. And anytime, I told Ankit sir, anytime, anywhere, when you need me, I'm always there for women's cricket. You call me, I'll be there. And I would love to help Parul University to develop the women's cricket there. And any kind of help, I will be always there for Parul University. And for this cricket, these lovers, I would say that Keep a passion in yourself, believe in yourself, keep a lot of confidence in yourself, be focused, be dedicated, and you'll achieve the success one day. And I will also request all the parents, all the family members of all the girls and boys who are interested in sports to please support their daughter and son in the sports that they are interested in. Let them come forward. Let them come out with their hidden talents in them. They will achieve the success one day. I'm pretty sure about it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for the wonderful interaction, ma'am. We got to know a number of things from you, your experiences, the incidents that you shared with us, the way you played cricket, the way you started your journey. Presently, you are doing the administrative work. So it was an indeed pleasure for me to exchange some words, to exchange some question answers session with you, ma'am. Over to Ankit sir. Ankit sir might be telling something.
Yeah, so I think Bhavesh sir, you actually hosted the session really well, and being the one person who is himself very enthusiastic about the cricket tournament or cricket, any sports related to any damn activity going on related to cricket, who is hosting the session, definitely it would come out like this that we had experienced today. I would like to thank Rajkumar Deviji ma'am for all her time and support that she has extended for the benefits of Parul University students, specifically if I consider sports and that too specifically cricket. This would definitely help our students to introspect more about what things they still need to inculcate in themselves so that they can be the one who can represent their state or their country as a whole at national and international level. So thanks a lot, ma'am, for all the support that you have extended.
And I'm highly thankful to you, Ankit sir, to Bhavesh sir for having a good sessions. And I'm highly thankful to the staff and the management of Parul University for giving me this wonderful opportunity to have a talk in regards to cricket. And Ankit sir, Bhavesh sir, I would say that anytime, whenever you need me for cricket, I will be always there for Parul University.
Thank you
That's
so much.
kind of
Thank
you,
so
ma'am.
much.
That's
Have
so
a
kind of you.
wonderful day.
It's a pleasure to have a word with ma'am. Definitely, we'll connect with you for all the different activities that we are planning for sports at Parul University. We'll definitely be in touch with you. Thanks a lot for all your support and time. We'll definitely be in touch. Thanks a lot to all the viewers for taking their time out to learn something new from our experts. Thanks a lot, everyone. We'll catch you soon. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Bye bye. Take care.